We couldn't fund Islamic Relief if Islamic Relief was only targeting people on the basis of one religion. Same for Oxfam. We couldn't do it if Oxfam or Christian Aid were only targeting Christians in that sense. It has to be all people in an area that are being helped.
In South Sudan, we started the work in a place called Warab, which I don't think some of the people here don't know where Warab is. And it's completely Catholic, landlocked area, and we started there in 2003. In China, we started in 2002 after the flood, when most of the people were enjoying watching the World Cup in South Korea and Japan, and we were working in Xi'an, totally Buddhist area, and we have a lot of partnership with Scaffold in different countries. We helped them in different countries when they actually wanted some help from Islamic Relief, and they helped us in different countries. So really, as Dr. Al-Alfi mentioned, actually the core message of Islam is for humanity. But the practical implication of your belief is the action which I mentioned earlier on. You need to be seen that you are delivering to every and each one.
Thank you.
My name is Hani Bishra. I'm from Al Jazeera TV. I want to ask about what is the vision of Islamic Relief in the next 25 years. Time actually is changing since 1984. Everything is changing in terms of the people, the atmosphere of the world, etc. So what's the vision in the next generation? We can define it as a generation in 5 years.
Thank you very much. Are you staying for the rest of the evening? You'll get to find about it by the end of the night. No. I'll hand it over to Dr. Hani and then Dr. Alfi. Can we make it brief? Thank you.
See, it's a continuous delivery of a product which humanity needs. Sometimes could become, as it was before, relief from development. Sometimes it will become counter-radicalization, counter-extremism, counter-terrorism, which actually the development of the organization has to rise up to different levels. Actually building bridges between the south and the north and the west and the east. This is the vision, actually creating a new volunteer system coming from the rich soil here to enrich volunteers globally. So quite a few things need to be put as another milestone. In the first 25 years, Islamic Relief was actually trying to find a place for it and role in humanitarian work. Now, Islamic Relief must develop the second stage about advocacy, about the tree of counter, which is terrorism, all these kind of things, because being a part and a parcel of the social fabric of actually as Muslim in the West, you have to deliver to both communities, or to the greater community, and to humanity as well. So it's not only about feeding the people. But actually, there's one saying in the Quran which I remind you about it in one of the last chapters, called, have you seen the one who does not believe in the day of judgment? He is the one who treats orphans badly, this is one thing. Then he is the one who does not advocate for the needy. The advocacy for the needy is a cornerstone of the message of Islam. It's not about the money, it's not about the zakat, it's not about rice and food and whatever. No, it is the advocacy. It is this kind of advocacy which we need to master, inshallah.
In the future, I think we have divided into a number of sections or fields. Our community in here in England, where I'm glad to say that they are the grassroots and the backbone of the Islamic Relief, sadly are facing some social problems, and it is the increase. And it is our duty as an Islamic Relief that to help our community to get over these problems, decrease the number of drug addiction, decrease the violence against women. The second point which I would like to say, as Dr. Al-Banna have mentioned, is advocating on behalf of the poor, on behalf of the needy. That's what we have to do. The third point is climate change. You probably heard today about the conference in Copenhagen, whether they're going to reach an agreement or not, but God have put us, according to our belief, God have put us a trustee on the climate of this world. We should not really damage it. We should work to save this climate and at the same time to save humanity. And this is part of the direction of our future where we're going to go, inshallah.
Thank you very much. Let me take this opportunity to invite where do you think that we should be in the next 25 years?
Well, if you'll forgive me, Yahya, I'm going to specifically not comment on that, because it's for Islamic Relief to make ultimately that decision itself. And that, to be the gentleman who's got even less hair than yourself, Dr. Al-Banna, who asked me about the closeness or not between the government and Islamic Relief.
Yeah.
You know, that's a sign of the fact that there is a relationship, of course, because we fund some of the activities. But we don't have any control over exactly what Islamic Relief does or where it goes. So the relationship is around the sort of humanitarian work that Islamic Relief does. What we do know is that there have already been, in the last 10 years, a big increase in the number of humanitarian emergencies. That's in part because of climate change. It's in part because of conflict and other disasters around the world. Because of climate change, as the last speaker said, we expect that number to increase still further. And so the role of organisations like Islamic Relief, if it chooses to do so, to respond to those disasters, is actually going to increase, in my view, the need for a humanitarian response. And so I hope, but I don't know, that the communities in the UK that support Islamic Relief will still want to donate and help to play a role in helping to keep alive, you know, those in places like Ethiopia or in Somalia or in Sudan who are in trouble, who haven't got enough food, who are the victims of conflict, and who need others like us in the West to reach out to them.
Last question.
Thank you. We're very short of time, so I'll take the last question.
Azad?
My question is to Mr. Hani al-Banna. Muslims are facing a tough time nowadays after 9/11. What do you think you have progressed more rapidly after 9/11, or there were some hurdles in your work after that one?
Surprising is it right what you said, television? We grew up much faster after September 11 than before September 11. Because Islamic Relief had the policy in the 90s to open the door, to build bridges, to build partnerships. So we looked at the case of Bosnia, the case of Kosovo, and the case of Chechnya, with a great fund being given to Islamic Relief from European Union, from British government. I remember the Right Honourable Claire Short funding Islamic Relief in Shaman camp and all the camps in Baluchistan in 2001, 2002. And 13 September 2001, she did not cancel her meeting with Islamic Relief. She said, if I cancel the meeting with Islamic Relief as a minister of DFID at that time, that means that I don't want to work with you. But she did meet us on September the 13th. Then actually our open door policy led Islamic Relief to survive in the state. I've got 5 or 6 regional offices in the United States of America with multi-million, I mean, Mr. Anwar Khan is behind you, is the chief fundraiser, not the second, the last one, actually, and the Islamic Relief operation in the United States is growing, and it's a 4-star organization by the definition of the State Department of the United States. So really, we did not react because September 11 came today, but we reacted to build the organization 11 years before September 11. That's why we are here today, and we should be here tomorrow, and in 50 years' time we'll come and celebrate what's the golden, or what's behind the golden? Golden and the golden.
Still all of you for now.
Yeah. Thank you very much. And I'm just going to ask Dr. Muhammad Alfi and Mr. Gareth Thomas just for 30-second concluding closing remarks.
Bismillah. I think Islamic Relief have gone quite a long way and managed to help over 3 million people last year. And we are doing our best and trying to improve our operations and reduce our costs and try to reach the far, far away and the most deprived people on this earth. And we will do as much as we can, and we will ask our community to support us and to help us to really achieve what we would like to achieve in the next 25 years.